Hi my dear children, this is Prasanna, your maths tutor. Well students, in the previous video we learnt the properties of multiplication. So in this video we are going to learn an easy trick that is multiplication made easy. So what do you mean by multiplication made easy? So multiplication made easy is a method and that will help you to get your product very easily whenever you are multiplying a number with a number which is having few zeros. So let us try to understand what exactly this multiplication made easy by taking few examples. So the first example is 2 ones and 4 tens. So right now they are in word format. So let us convert them to number format so that we can easily get the product easily. See here 2 ones. So 1 ones means 1, whereas 2 ones 2 itself, right? Times 4 tens. So 1 tens means 10, then similarly 4 tens means it is 40. So now see here, this is your first number and this is your second number, and your second number is having a 0 in it. So how to multiply this? If you use the multiplication made easy, you will get the product very easily. See here, multiplication made easy method tells you that multiply non-zero numbers first and write the as many as zeros present in that number. See here, which are the non-zero numbers? See here, 2 and 4 are the non-zero numbers, whereas 0 is 0 itself. So non-zero numbers are like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all these are non-zero numbers and 0 is 0 itself. So right now, which are the non-zero numbers? 2 and 4. So just multiply them first. So 2 times of 4 will be how much? It is 8. And write how many zeros are there in your factor? There is only 1 0. So just write that. Finish. So 2 times of 40 will be 80. Similarly, let us multiply this by using the multiplication made easy. So 15 tens. So 1 tens means 10, whereas 15 tens mean, or else you write first 15 and tens means 1 0. 150, right? Times 5 tens. So write 5 and tens means 1 0. So you need to multiply this 150 times 50. As I said, use multiplication method. It tells you that multiply non-zero numbers. So which are the non-zero number here? 15 and 5 are the non-zero. So just multiply them first. So what is 15 times of 5? It is 75, correct? 75. And write as many zeros in the factors. So here 1 0 and here also 1 0. So totally there are 2 zeros. So write those 2 zeros in your product. Then your your product will be over, right? So it is 3 hundreds and 3 tens. So 3 hundreds, tens mean 1 0, then hundreds mean absolutely there will be 2 zeros. So 3 hundreds means it is 300 times 3 tens. 3, since it is tens, so write only 1 0. So 3 tens means 30. So 300 times 30. How you multiply? Just multiply the non-zero numbers. So 3 times 3 will be 9, and count total number of zeros in both the factors. So 2 plus 1, totally 3 zeros. So write those 3 zeros in your product. Then your product is easy like this. Then 1700s times 4 thousands. So I am going to solve here. 1700s, it is 17. Hundreds mean how many zeros? 2 0. Then times 4 thousands. So 4 you write as it is. Thousands mean how many zeros? 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So now you multiply 17 times 4. Why? Because those are the non-zero numbers. So 17 times 4 will be 68 and 2 zeros and these 3 zeros. Just how many zeros are there? Totally 5 zeros. See here how easily you have written your product. So it is how much? 68 lakh. So in this way we can get the product. We can get the product of two numbers and in which one of the factor is having a few zero, and we can get the product very easily by using the multiplication made easy method. So similarly we shall solve this. So we need to multiply this first and we need to write the product in those boxes or in those columns, and finally we can read each product. So 5 times of 1. So be quick with me. So 5 tens, it is 5 into 110. So 5 is as it is, then 110 means 10. So 5 times of 10, 5 times of 1 is 5 and 1 0 for 50. How you write 50 here? Simple, it is 50. Next, 5 into 1000. Be quick. 5 into 1000. So how you write? 5 times of 1 is 5, and how many zeros? 3 zeros. So how you write 5000? Right there. 3 zeros first. 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5000. We can read like that. Then 5 into 1, 10,000. So 5 times 10,000. So 10,000 means this is the 10,000. So 5 times of 1 will be 5. 5 times of 1 is 5. Then how many zeros? 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. See here, it is 50,000. So how you write this 50,000? Just write there 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, come to this. 8 times of 3 tens. 8 as it is times 3 tens mean how much? It is 30. So how you multiply this? Multiply non-zero digits only. 8 times of 3 will be 24, and write 1 0 in your product. Then you are done. So how you write 240? Very simple. It is 240. Finish. Then 8 times of 300s. 8 times of 300s. So 300s will be having 2 zeros in it. So 8 times of 300. So we usually multiply the non-zero digits. So 3 times of 8 will be 24, and 2 more zeros. So how you write 2400? Simple. It is 2400. So 8 times of 10,000. So multiply here itself. 8 times of 1 is 8 itself. Then how many zeros are there? 4 zeros. So just write this in those columns. 4 zeros first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Done. Then 7 tens times of 7 tens. 7 tens means 70. And again one more 7 tens mean again 70. So how you write this? 7 times 7 will be 49. And 1 0, 1 0. How many zeros? 2 zeros. So 4900. So just write it 4900. Let's go for this. It is 800s times 8 tens. So 800s can be written like this. 800s and 8 tens will be 80. So multiply non-zero digits. 8 times of 8 will be 64, and 2 0 plus 1 0. How many zeros? 3 zeros. So have you read 64,000? Simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 64,000. And last one, 9 tens times 400s. So 9 tens means 90, and 400s mean it is 400. So 9 fours are 36, and how many zeros you need to write in the product? 3 zeros. So it is 36,000. 36,000. So in this way we can multiply any two numbers if they are having, or if one of the factor is having 0 in it, by using the multiplication made easy method. Well students, now let us solve the exercise problems of page number 30, and your first question is multiply, look for a pattern in the product. So first we need to multiply using multiplication made easy method, and afterwards we need to identify the pattern which is followed in those products. So it is 25 times 10. So how you write it? So 25 1za is 25, right? So 25 and one more 0 means it is 250. See here, 25 times of 1 is 25. 25 1za is 25 and one more 0. So it is 250. Let us multiply this. 25 times of 1 is again 25 and 2 more zeros, right? And 25 times of 1 is 25. How many zeros? 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So just observe all these products. 250 is having 1 0. Then 2500 is having 2 zeros, and 25,000 is having 3 zeros. So which mean in each product, when you look at all these products, so what pattern can you observe here is each time the number of zeros has been increased. So here there was a 1 0, now the number of zeros has been increased to 1 again, and the number of zeros has been increased by 1, so that each time the number of zeros has been increased. So this is the pattern we can observe in these products. So let us multiply these two. Let us solve these two. These problems. 7 times of 3 tens. So 7 you write as it is, and 3 tens, as I said, it is 3 tens means 1 0. So just use smart multiplication, and that is what the multiplication made easy. So 7 times of 3 will be 21, and write this 1 0 in your product. That's it. So 8 times of 2. So 8 times 2, or else you can multiply this straight away. See here, instead of writing and using another step, just you can multiply very straight away. 8 times of 2 is 16 and hundreds mean how many zeros? 2 zeros. That's it. So 4 times of 1000. 4, 1000. See here I multiplied directly, but here I am not. The reason is that here they have given only one blank, but here they have given two separate blanks to write. And now we can write that product. So 4 times 1 is 4 and 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So here we need to multiply. So directly 2 times of 5 will be 10 and hundreds mean how many zeros? 2 zeros. That's it. This remaining problem solved. So we can make note of those. So multiply. Next problem is multiply. So we need to multiply these problems, and yes, again use the multiplication made easy method in order to get your answer very quickly. So 2 sevens are 14, 1 0. 4 eights are 32, 1 more 0. That's it. Then 3 times of 5 is 15, and how many zeros? 2 more zeros. Then 9 times of 9 is 81, 2 more zeros, and this is solved. Make a note of this. 4 times of 6, it is 24. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3. It is solved. It is also solved. It is also solved, and only this is remained. So let us solve that one too. 3 times of 4 will be 12, and how many zeros? 2 zeros. So that's it. So you can solve like this using multiplication made easy method. Well students, sometimes we can express a number as the product of two factors, and one of the factors will either be 10, 100, 1000 and 10,000. Okay, let us try to express this 250 as the product of two factors, and one of the factors here will either be 10, 1000, 100 like this. So imagine I have given you 250 rupees, right? And I will ask you those 250 rupees to give in terms of 10 rupees notes. So how many 10 rupees notes will you give me? It is very simple. You need to express this 250 into two factors in such a way that there must be tens. So how to express this 250 as the product of two factors? Very simple. Actually there are three ways to express this 250. See here, first one is 25 times 10. See here, 25 times 10 will give you the product as 250. Second way is 125 times 2. It is also right way. 125 times 2 will also give you the product 250. And the next one is 50 times 5. So it is also giving you the product as 250. But out of these three methods, out of these three expressions, which product is giving you the 250 in terms of 10? That is absolutely this. So by this we can easily say that in 250 how many 10 rupees notes are there? 25 10 rupees notes are there in 250. So that is why this is the best method to express a number into the product of two factors, and one of the factor is either 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. So what is the best way? This is the best way. So similarly we can express remaining numbers in the same fashion. So let us write that. So first we have expressed this 250 as 25 times 10, and by this we can easily decide that there are 25 tens in 250. Similarly we can express this 730 as well. So simple, just hide the number of zeros in this number. When you hide this number, then you will get only 73. So write that 73 here, and 10 means it is tens. It is this much simple. So how to express this 9600? As I said, just hide the number of zeros. So when you hide the number of zeros, you see only 96. So write that 96 times, then 2 zeros mean it is hundreds. So by this we can say that how many hundreds are there in 9600? There are 96 hundreds in the 9600. So similarly how to express this? Just hide the number of zeros, or just cover the number of zeros here. So you will get only 12, and 30 mean it is 1000. So in the 12,000 how many thousands are there? Imagine that you have given 12,000 rupees, then how many 1000 rupees notes are there? Actually there are 12,000 rupees notes are there, right? So similarly 2100. So just hide the number of zeros. You will get only 21. Hiding means what? Covering something. So just cover this. You will get only 21, and write the number of zeros later. So 2 zeros mean it is 100. So how many hundreds are there in 2100? 2100. So like this we can express a number which is having a 0 as the product of two factors, and one of the factors will either be 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. So let us express these numbers as the product of two factors, and one of the factor will either be 10, 100, 1000 or 10,000. So as I said, how to express 240? There are many ways. 64s are, right? 122s are, there are many ways, but the best way expressing in terms of tens is 24 times of tens. Why? Because our one of the factor must be either 10 or 100, right? So that is why we have to take that into consideration, right? So 24 times of 10 will give you 240, and you can say that there are 24 tens in 240 rupees. Similarly, how many hundreds are there in 30,700? Simple, just cover the number of zeros. So when you cover the number of zeros, you see only 307 here, and 20 mean it is hundreds. So there are 300 and 700s in 30,700. So like this you can express remaining. So now let us not waste the time. So let's quickly express them. So 10 mean it is 10, 371, 371, 1, 2, 3, 30. So 30 mean it is 1000. Then only 78. Next, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 30 mean it is 1000. So how many thousands are there? 56 thousands. Yes, so in this way we can express a number as the product of two factors, and one of the factor will either be 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like this.